What's up, guys? This is Chess Amateurs over here with another game, and in this game, White is going to end up getting cornered with their king. It's not a terribly long game, about 23 moves, and we're going to see that White just makes some mistakes and eventually gets kicked across the board a little bit and faces eventual checkmate. So, White opens up with e4, standard opening. Black responded with what is going to look like a Sicilian defense and will turn out to be one with c5. White plays f3, the knight. Black responded with knight to c6. White, starts playing in against like an open Sicilian defense with d4. Black responded with, taking out the pawn on d4. White takes. Black doesn't take. Black just wants to start moving the pawn into the center position with e6. White decided to take. Maybe not the best move, but Black decides to take towards the center with c6. White decided to bring c3, bringing in the knight to kind of defend this pawn here and also develop the knight. Black brought the pawn up to a6. White brings their bishop to e3. Black again decides to challenge the center, bringing that pawn up. It's well defended here, and really setting up nicely for Black. White made a big mistake here. They decided to bring their bishop out and threaten the queen, but it's not so much of a threat because the queen could actually take the bishop out. So that was a bit of a mistake, quite a blunder there. White decided to bring their queen out, and that was a deadly follow-up to losing the bishop over nothing. Now the queen is out and can be put into jeopardy. Black brought out the knight to threaten the queen, and the queen, White makes a mistake here, just pushing the queen further into the fray. Black responded by just threatening this rook. And from there, White decides to, block, block eventually the queen taking this rook. The queen took a1. The king actually, comes out of its position, out of being in check. And from there, now we have a fork. And the queen is in jeopardy. King moves. Queen gets taken. At this point, it's mate in 6, but the king, follows along that line. But moving the queen to f6, that actually makes it mate in 7 per chess analysis. Big mistake here is, at this point, the king is, White's just moving into a corner, which sets up very nicely for Black to take the initiative and go for the checkmate. At this point, we have f2 with the knight, threatening this position here and putting the king in check here. King moves, put in check again. King moves back to h3, just trapped on this file, and at this point it's mate in 2. And then this pawn comes up to eventually threaten the king, but White tries to block that by bringing this pawn up. And at this point, it is mate in 1, with the queen putting the king in check and able to also come take the pawn. At this point, White resigns, and that White didn't really have a game here at all. Just really put themselves in the position to get chased across the board with the king, and it ended badly. So, yep. Thanks. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you come back for more. But, just a reminder, you don't want to bring your queen out too early, and certainly, you don't want to bring your bishop out to a point where, what's this even doing? You put one piece into jeopardy and then you get it taken. So you just want to watch out for those silly blunders. Maybe White thought that the bishop was covered by the knight, didn't pay attention, but nonetheless, it was a blunder, and you'll want to avoid those. Thanks, guys.